Alright, hey guys, Verlis here, and we're doing a little different today. We're showing off how awesome Slurpuff can be. So this first battle video, just kind of kicking things off with him doing some good stuff. So I like having Slurpuff next to Klefki. It just makes me feel a lot safer in that by using Reflect, halving the damage, it can kind of make me feel more safe against two moves hitting him. In single battles, Slurpuff doesn't have too many one-shot threats. There's a couple out there, like some really beefy Pokemon, but if they're not totally ready for it, it's over. So this Aegis Slash starts getting a little sneaky, keeps throwing down some Swords Dance, hiding behind that shield, and Tyrantrum gets a Stealth Rock going. Alright, so I go for the first play rough, it misses, and I'm like, oh come on, that's not cool. And Klefki goes for a +2 foul play. It's really a tanky Aegis Slash. So now I'm kind of a little concerned. I wanted Tyrantrum to go down last turn because that would have been cool. And I get critted. That's just dumb stuff right there. And Aegis Slash goes for the Shadow Sneak. Fortunately, he doesn't go for Slurpuff because he hasn't seen what it can do yet. And Klefki can endure the hit pretty well. So now I'm like, okay, this works. Play rough, just destroy Tyrantrum. That's super effective. He's just gone. And then I go for a nice 2-0 sweep because that foul play on the undefended Aegis Slash, he's gone. Just good stuff. That's why I like Klefki. He counters Aegis Slash pretty well. And now we have a Mawile Kangaskhan set up. Getting a little ahead of myself. Against my Slurpuff Klefki. I'm not too worried about Mawile, just because Kangaskhan can set up a lot harder, and I'm predicting he's going to be the Mega. And I was pretty much right. I already have Reflect in, so now my only real threat is getting Mawile a little weakened. So, Thunderwave Mawile, now he's not going to be doing too much. And I know I can outspeed Kangaskhan and most likely KO him. So, here's what a +5 play rough does to a Kangaskhan. Yeah, that was pretty fierce. So the paralysis kicks in on Mawile. I wasn't too worried about that. I used Cotton Guard just to be safe, because I want to make sure I can endure any kind of hit. Foul play, since it's not very effective, doesn't really do much. Mawile isn't statted up. Doesn't do a lot. So then I get hit with an Iron Head. That Cotton Guard just makes me survive it in style. I reset my Reflect, and then all I have to do is wait for the play rough to land. I miss again, endure the Iron Head, but I knew I could survive it. He didn't do more than a quarter of my health on the last one. And then a +5 play rough into a not very effective Pokemon. Just demolished. Now here's another video we got going on. So this is kind of what happens when some shenanigans go down when you're using Slurpuff. He goes for a Reflect, which I'm like, oh, that's dumb, because now I'm not going to do a lot of damage. I go for a Light Screen, so he can go, oh, that's dumb, now I'm not going to do a lot of damage. And I know Lapras isn't the biggest threat, and with that Light Screen going, I can really survive a big hit from him. So, just go for it. That first turn Belly Drum into the Citrus Berry. Let's roll, pretty much. So Lapras uses Ice Beam. Not the biggest hit. Would have survived it with Light Screen down. So, feeling confident. I get Thunder Wave, but I already know I have enough priority for the turn since I started the turn with high speed. So my biggest fear right now is getting paralyzed. So I Thunder Wave his Klefki because I'd rather be faster than it, and I know Lapras is going down. So, due to Reflect, he survives with so little health, and his attack drops. I'm like, okay, I should survive this waterfall. Oh, come on. That's not cool. So, Slurpuff goes down early in that one, just that crit with the Reflect, not okay. Now, this video, as you can see from the open, the guy isn't too much of an experienced battler, but it's still a cool thing to show, like, how much damage Slurpuff can do. I just took a critical Thunderbolt to half, so fortunately that I was able to get enough health for Belly Drum and everything going off. I did speed up this video because it's just kind of like, watch what happens when I set up and I just one-shot their entire team. So, play rough on Pikachu. Boom. Next one's actually, I feel, is a bit strong. So, he doesn't X-Scissor my Slurpuff, which is kind of sad, because he should have gone for that. Now I see an Abomasnow. I'm like, okay, Abomasnows might not go down. Let's see how much damage I can do. Damage check. Abomasnow. He's a tanky beast. He gets pretty good bulk with his Mega. I just Thunder Wave him. I'm like, I'm probably not going to take this guy down. I'm going to play it safe. But let's play rough. Oh my god. That is a lot of damage. So he starts using X-Scissor. It's not very effective, so it's not really doing too much anyway. Hail is the biggest threat right now, because of that percent health, as always. And then we got a Delphox. I'm like, well, Delphox isn't too bulky. I know it's going down. Son of a bitch, this guy's good. And then, after that, X-Scissor and Hail finishes off Slurpuff. So, critical hit on top of that, but other than that, I just wanted to show those 3 videos because it's Slurpuff at his finest 4-0 sweep. It's what happens if you get some dumb crits. Reflect on a Lapras, though. I almost knocked it out through a Reflect, which is a big move. It just kind of shows, where the damage potential lies. And then, on that last video, it's just kind of, here's what happens if I can hit random things and show how much damage it does. Slurpuff is pretty broken. I would say he has about 60% success rate of knocking out more than 2 Pokemon, which I think is kind of absurd with Pokemon, especially with a Snorlax follow-up. It's just a really strong Pokemon. He either gets shut out really early, or he just gets rolling and you can't stop him. So, very consistent Pokemon. I hope a lot of people see him a little differently now. Of course he goes down, of course he's not invincible, but he's still really strong. So, hope you guys like this video. Tell me what you think about these little montages and all that. Comment, subscribe, like my videos and all that. And most importantly, have a nice day.